when you are in Makutano, Makutano is suburb of Kapenguria, the commercial capital of West Pokot County. When you are at Makutano and you go through the way to the water station on your way to Nasokon village, there you stand and behold Sophie's Garden Hotel. This is a place where today I've partaken my supper, a sumptuous meal, welcomed by my friend, a boy, and there is etiquette here. You eat with a spoon and a fork, and it has catapulted me to think about not only the sumptuous meal, but it has taught me about the Christian etiquette. Etiquette is the rules of polite behavior. What is the Christian etiquette? There are do's and don'ts in every etiquette. Today, allow me to highlight to you behaviors and actions that are offensive and repugnant to the Christian faith. Number one, what is repugnant to our faith is a sense of pride and arrogance, a sense of narcissism, where you think the whole world rotates around you and you will always get your way. This behavior is repugnant. It gives people a sense of self-entitlement. Whether it is a priest, whether it is a Christian, you'll always think that it is your right, and you forget that Christianity is all about grace. This repugnant behavior should be shunned away. It is like it's manifested in greed, avarice, very deplorable relationships. This is not a Christian etiquette. This is not part of the rule book of the Christian etiquette. First thing that I've pointed out is pride. Secondly, is passion that is not based on God's word. We are supposed to control our appetites as Christians, and polite behavior does not allow us to behave the way we are moved by our own whims and instincts. We should note that we should always be moved by the Holy Spirit and self-control. Keep our appetites in check. You remember in Genesis chapter 19, the story of a man of God by the name of Joseph. Joseph, when tempted by Potiphar's wife, the first thing that we must note is that he walked with God. Wherever he was, God's presence was with him. Number two, he realized that God is watching him every time. And therefore he told Potiphar's wife that I could not sin against God. He walked with God. He knew that God was watching him wherever he is. And he maintained Christian hygiene and etiquette, both in public and in private. The other thing is that when he was accosted by this lady in private, he fled, because he knew that there are places that you should not entangle yourself in, because you are a human being and sometimes you cannot keep your appetites in check. Therefore, he fled. When you have Christian etiquette, both in private and in public, you are supposed to maintain integrity. Not only integrity, you are supposed to be consistent, both in private and in public. The other thing is that among the things that you should not do is that you should not be motivated by selfish interest and selfish aims. But let's look at what Christians ought to do. Number one of our character is humility. Christian etiquette entails being humble. We must always be humble. Humility is our greatest calling. Jesus said, "For the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve and to give his life as a ransom to many." During Maundy Thursday, we wash the feet of Christians just to show humility. That is one of our etiquette. Let's always be humble. Wherever we are, let's be humble. Number 2, let's be self-controlled. May we not be consumed by anger and appetites. Let's always be moved by self-control, the fruit of the Spirit. The other thing is that Christians should always forgive one another. We should forgive. Always in the Lord's Prayer, we say, "Forgive my sins, as I forgive those who sin against me." Forgiveness is a watchword in the Christian language and in the Christian behavior. The other critical thing that we should remember always is that we should not only forgive, but you should not retaliate. You know, in the Old Testament, they say the laws of lex talionis, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. But if we continue with the same trend, we'll have people with no eyes, according to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Jesus said that if you are slapped in this cheek, turn the other cheek. He was saying, sometimes when someone tells you to walk 1 kilometer, go with him too. What he was telling us is that we should go beyond the obligations that have been set by humanity. Let's not retaliate or revenge. Vengeance belongs to God. And it is a Christian ethic that we should not revenge. And I say all, at this particular time, selfishness, greed has reigned supreme in the church, where people think that it is either their way or the highway. And sometimes what we do about things is that as priests, sometimes what we think is about ourselves. But we are challenged. Let's look at the other people. Let's love others as we love ourselves. Let's love our neighbors as we love ourselves. May the Lord richly bless you. But always let's ensure that we maintain the Christian etiquette. And once we have maintained the Christian etiquette, we will serve God and humanity. May the Lord richly bless you people. And always, let's always maintain etiquette, not only when eating, but also in our lives as Christians, as church ministers. May the Lord richly bless you and may he be with you. In the name of God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.